Hey everybody, we're getting ready to go on an awesome trip.
To Napa Valley, California.
Go anywhere to find you. I know it's worth the time to. Where in the world? Where in the world is DJ? Where in the world? Where in the world is DJ?
It is one of our favorite destinations of all the places that we've been, and we are so excited to share with you our tips, our tricks, and secrets. The first thing we did was we stayed at the Meritage,
Resort,
and it's amazing. We had a one-bedroom condo
1-bedroom suite.
that we booked. It has a balcony, so we're excited to stay there, a full kitchen, and we used our Wyndham timeshare points to book that. So the average cost of that room would cost about $650 a night. We'll be staying for 7 nights, so that is over $4,550 in savings that we're going to save just with the lodging alone. So we're always looking for those ways to save some money. So there's some ways that we have done that. Hope you enjoy the 7-day trip that we're going to take you down and help you do it like no other typical tourist. We want you to have an amazing, intimate experience in Napa Valley. Hopefully this trip will help you see that. So comment below with your favorite wineries and your favorite tips and tricks in Napa Valley. If you love this video and our content, please like, share, and comment.
I can't wait.
Me either. Let's go.
Let's go. Boom.
See you soon. Okay, so it is day 1 and we are headed out with Jan. Nice to meet you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Napa.
Tell us the name of your company.
Well, my company is Zen Wine Tours here in Napa. I've been in Napa for about 10 years. The company is brand new. Just started about a year ago. Love what I do every day, showing my guests around this beautiful place that I'm fortunate to call home. So welcome. Let's have some fun.
All right. We're excited. So he brings along fun little taste stuff. We've got champagne, some fresh flowers, some strawberries, some Fiji water, and some sparkling water. So he gives you everything you need.
But really quick, I actually have to share something.
Okay.
Because these strawberries are not just strawberries. These strawberries come from the local strawberry lady.
Oh,
you know how here in Napa everything is vineyards?
Yes.
Well, on Silverado Trail, this is one of those top secret tips that Shannon was just talking about. On the Silverado Trail, there's a little white hut just north of Trancas. And they have about an acre or so of strawberry field right there. So these are real Napa strawberries. They come in every morning. So these strawberries, I just picked them up on my way to pick you guys up.
Wonderful.
They were probably harvested about 3-4 hours ago.
Nice.
So some of the best that you will ever have.
That is fresh.
That is fresh. How cool. Okay, we're so excited.
Well, let's do this.
All right, here we go. Hyde Vineyards is our first vineyard that we're going to visit. So what an amazing view for a tasting. Here's our tasting.
Beautiful little setup.
And look at this. They even have our names on our menu. What a personal touch that is. All right, and they bring the outside in. What a view. If you could just feel this air, it is amazing. Okay, so now we're at our second stop, which is Fontanella. We are super excited to check this little place out. Hi, how are you?
Property.
Thank you. I'm Shannon.
Alejandra.
Alejandra, nice to meet you.
Mike.
Nice to meet you, I'm Alejandra.
We're excited. We highly recommend coming here and checking this out. But it was a great experience, and we've enjoyed this winery. And this 2019 estate is amazing.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, here we go. We are at Robert Biale Vineyards. We just love the Napa Valley. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Again, thank you so much for joining us. Really thrilled and honored to have you here. So a little background about Biale. We are family owned and operated by an immigrant Italian wine growing family. And they've become known for like classically styled, age-worthy, terroir-driven Zinfandels. But we do work with some different Italian varietals. This is Sangiovese, Barbera, and Greco. So to kick things off, we'll do a little bit of our Rosato. So this is going to be mostly Sangiovese. The grapes are grown just for making rosé, so direct press or vin gris. Picked a little bit earlier so you have a little bit higher acidity, so really bright and refreshing, and then a little more delicate flavor profile.
I love that color.
Isn't it? I know.
Beautiful.
Pretty, right? One of my favorite wines to pair with like anything kind of salty or fried, like tempura fried radishes or fried olives or what have you.
Cheers.
So one quick statement we want to make, and a big tip we want to make is, I don't want everybody to think that they can come to Napa and just walk into any winery without an appointment. It depends on the area, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk to us about
Well,
that?
it really depends on the winery, the permit that the winery has. So if there is a specific place that you guys want to visit, you should definitely call them, make sure that it's okay to either just come in just on a whim because you want to, or if you need to make an appointment for a specific time for the amount of people that are in your group. A great resource is the Napa Vintners website, napavintners.com, and there you can go on the wineries and you can filter out if you want to do it by appointment only, not by appointment, what wines they serve there, do they offer a tour, no tour, do they have a cave on property,
that's
so you can really
That's very
narrow it down to your specific ones, and also of course where you're at. If you are in Oakville, you may want to do an Oakville tasting, so you can click on that as well and make sure, yes, that you find the right experience for you. So Napa Vintners website is
Napa
have to
Vintners.
great
check that out for
resource.
sure.
Yeah. So very different than the days back 10 or 15 years ago when you could just walk in and walk into any Napa vineyard or any vineyard in the whole region without an appointment. So much you can't do that anymore.
COVID has changed a lot of things here in Napa, yes. The rules were there back then, as far as I understand, but they were just not as enforced as they are now. And, well, I guess wineries have really gotten a feel for, well, appointments is actually a good thing. because that allows the winery to be prepared on what's
It
to come
does.
during the day. And there's not just a bunch of people coming in and the
Random
service is
people.
completely
Yeah.
overwhelmed. So this way, guests that come to the Napa Valley really will have that beautiful experience. Many of these beautiful private experiences that you're looking for.
Which is amazing. Instead of doing it like tourist style, you want to do it that intimate style. So be sure to check out that website. But I cannot impress upon you enough that planning and making those appointments, finding a concierge like we have right here to help you plan your experience is super important to making it the best, because Napa isn't a cheap experience. It's not a cheap vacation, and you want to maximize that and make it the most and get the most out of it. So
Absolutely.
hopefully you find a big tip in that, we hope. Beautiful. All right, let's go in and check it out. I love the door handle. Well, we have a special something right here. You want to introduce yourself?
We do indeed. Hi, I'm David Gibson with Brionne Wines, part of the B Wise family of wines. This is our Napa location at Sleeping Lady Vineyard here in the historic barn that Brian Wise so meticulously redesigned, and we make wine here now. We also host our tastings.
You sure can't tell you're in an old barn when you get
Not
in here.
from the inside, yeah. There are parts of it that still have some of the remaining original wood.
Yeah.
It's an old bank barn, so it's a pretty interesting structure that we did have to completely retrofit with seismically coated support beams, and we put in a whole production facility. You can kind of see some of that 18-inch concrete thick slab there, which supports our production area up on the top. So we'll take a little tour around the interior of the barn and see where the wine is made. We're really focused on Cabernet Sauvignon here, so we don't make any white wines.
But you do have a little special
We do have something special that we are doing. We're doing two different sparkling wines, but we can actually call them Champagne because they are from Champagne.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Brian and Rhonda went to Champagne, just outside of the Epernay area, and tasted a number of different wines with different grower houses, and chose a dozen or so of them and brought them back, had them sent back here to taste among the team. And so everyone kind of had an influence in which bottlings they liked the most. So we did two. This is the Millésime. This is a 2015 Brut style vintage champagne. And then we have another one that's a non-vintage extra Brut, which is just called Cuvée Ronda, which they do pour over at BY's. This is the one we focus on here. But they're both lovely. This one has a little more of the vintage champagne character, a little richer, rounder profile. Some of that kind of, sugar cookie, biscuit dough, kind of baked apple thing, a little more deep and rounded. The other one is a little more effusive and brighter. They're both fantastic for whatever occasion you might be looking for.
We are on the Pride Mountain at Pride Mountain Vineyards. here we go.
So we're here at Pride Vineyards. We came by and purchased some wine, and they included a little picnic basket with the glasses and utensils and so forth.
And we just picked up our food, and we'll add that to the mix, and we're going to go have our picnic. All right, on our way to our picnic. All right, and we have arrived at our picnic destination. We come here every single time we come to Napa, and it really does have beautiful views. Quite different this time with the fires that happened across the valley, but just a reminder that Mother Nature is in charge, right? So we just stopped by the local little grocery store and picked us up a few little snacky things to have with our wine to have our picnic. One of the most romantic spots in Napa Valley, I think. It's pretty awesome. So we are going to Ad Hoc for dinner. Such cool little artwork just right on the side of the vineyards over here. You can see that. And then over here, there's some more. So, charming little space. So, Ad Hoc is a Thomas Keller who owns the French Laundry restaurant. But this restaurant is very different. It is comfort food. It has a changing menu every day, and they will write on the chalkboard what is on the menu, and it is served family style. So it is a fun treat. It is just like walking into your family's house. Loud and boisterous and fun, and the food is amazing. So highly recommend you checking it out if you come here. Here is our beautiful salad. It's got some beautiful lard bacon, blue cheese crumbles, and some fancy croutons. All right, we have some southern buttermilk fried chicken and corn succotash and some baked beans. Looks fantastic. Good old southern meal. All right, so we get our pre-dessert after dinner on this homemade bread with a petite brie and a homemade jam on top. And it would not be a farm comfort style food without dessert. So we have a wonderful butterscotch pudding with some little caramel pearls on the top. It looks so good. Everything was amazing. Highly, definitely recommend checking this place out. They're getting ready for bottling, so we're seeing it real and surreal here. I love these caves, and it feels so good in here.
Cabernet Sauvignon vines. And so right now we're just starting barely veraison. In fact, here we go. These purple berries here, this is where it's starting to, you start seeing it's ripen. And so this is when the plant is shifting its energy from growing the grapes to now starting to ripen the grapes.
What do you call that?
Veraison.
So we are in Calistoga, and you can really see, if I can find some grapes. There it is, showing the very, what's it called? Veraison. Beautiful purple grapes. We have arrived at Fisher Vineyards. Mike's dad has been a member here. I think he was one of the first original members here, and this is their new tasting room in Calistoga. So we're excited to go check this out. And this is Cameron.
Good morning.
All right, let's go see. So we're excited, so different than going to the property
In the mountains.
up the
right?
in the mountains, yeah.
So we've been here since 1975. This has been the focus, well, this has been where all of our Napa Valley wines are grown. So Coach Insignia, Lamb Vineyard, Cameron, and RCF. We make 4 wines from this estate.
Wow,
I
okay.
had no idea you'd been here this long.
Right. So that was part of the reason to build the winery, was we've been focused on producing estate-grown wines from both Sonoma County and the mountains and Napa Valley here in Calistoga for almost 50 years. But we only had a winery facility in the mountains. And so a lot of times this went sort of underappreciated or under-recognized.
Right.
And part of the idea was to complete a home for the wines here and an awareness of us being on the valley floor. We're very unique in having 2 estates like this and being both Napa and Sonoma, and definitely in having the longevity and the focus of the estate wines from both counties. Very few wineries have bridged the counties. More so now, but
Not
for
back
many years
then,
you were
yeah.
either, you were Sonoma or you were Napa. And so people would ask us, which are we? And the idea that we were both was sort of confusing.
So this is all going to be production, and
Yes.
just real soon, right?
Wine team, so you have our winemaker, a enologist, and an intern from South Africa.
babe. What do we got?
So this is a gnocchi. Has Parmesan, pea shoots, and mushrooms.
This is a tomato risotto, and it has some prawns in it with some fresh tomatoes and Parmesan, and then wonderful sea scallops that look amazing. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the lemon apricot, right?
Yeah, lemon cheesecake with apricot.
So sweet. And this is the chocolate, dark chocolate. Beautiful and so special. Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
How are you?
Well, how are you?
Nice. It's toasty out.
It's toasty. Where are you visiting from?
Yes, Texas. Cheers.
Oh, whereabouts?
Cheers.
Cheers. That I've ever had a 45-year-old wine.
Ever? Even
Ever.
your dad?
Maybe.
Wow. I was going to say.
Now I know I've had. I guess I have because I've actually had a 68. The year I was born.
Yeah.
That's right. And it tasted terrible. We are at Scala Osteria.
So here we are at Scala. Little bright open menu, and they have their wood fire pizza. So we are here at Scala. Mike picked this wonderful restaurant for our anniversary, and it looks amazing. It looks like the calamari is awesome, which we've been kind of craving. And they knew it was our anniversary, and they gave us this sweet little card. Just a sweet little card. It was handwritten. Really an extra special touch. That was sweet. So we're excited to give it a try. All right. Good old Italian bruschetta. It's really good. I had a bite. Fresh tomatoes, fresh ingredients. And we got the spinach, ricotta, pepperoncini, ravioli with a cream sauce. It looks really good. Bruschetta was great, huh? Really fresh. Okay, so I had to have the Italian, fresh Italian donuts. I don't think we'll be able to eat them all, but we're going to take them and have them for breakfast in the morning. They look so yummy. here we are at Mum. You have the patio tasting that you can do up on the patio. We find that's a little more kind of restaurant style for us, a little more crowded. We prefer the patio tasting. It is a little more costly, but you get some of the better bubbles, right, Mike?
Yes, you do. You get the reserved, wines and nice little cheese plate, crackers and fruits and nuts and so forth.
A little charcuterie.
pair
Look
with
at the little
the
bubbles. See the
Sparkling
bubbles?
wine.
Series for you is considered our top cuvee here at the estate, top blend of sparkling wines. We started producing DVX with our founding winemaker in 1989 when he called Origin, where he would highlight the best Pinot and the best Chardonnay that came out of each vintage year to really showcase what that harvest was bringing out for every single vintage. Always making it equal parts Pinot Noir to Chardonnay, but we still hold on to that same tradition. We take it and we take his last name DeVoe and drop the vowels and you're left with DVX. The black label is our DVX Brut style, which is 2016 harvest. And then we have our Brut Rosé style, which is our 17 harvest. Lightest rosé we produce, smallest bubble complexity, very beautiful, rich tones for both of these wines. Initially aging anywhere approximately between like that 4.5 to maybe a versus 6-year aging process in tirage as these bottles go through that secondary fermentation process, like every bottle of Mum Napa is going to go through with method traditionnel for you.
All right, here we are at Mustard's Grill. It is absolutely a must go to when you come to Napa. One of our very favorites. They are known for their pork chops, but everything is delicious. And they have this wonderful little garden over here that they get as much of their produce from as they can. Just so cool to walk through. And this cute little fountain as well. So let's go in and check it out. Always busy here. 41 years they've been here. Here's a look inside. And what do we have here? A strawberry lemonade. And a buttered Chardonnay. What kind of Chardonnay are you having?
So what they recommend. It's an unknown.
All right, this is our calamari. I said, holy moly. Somewhere under there is some calamari. You gonna find it, Mike? That looks amazing. There it is. Here's a piece of calamari.
There's an actual piece.
There's an actual piece. There's a few pieces. Oh, that looks amazing.
Here, let me give you a little more.
No, that's plenty. You don't get that kind of calamari everywhere. So I just have to come back on and say, this is kind of a first for me. This is almost like a calamari salad. And it is amazing. Some of the best calamari I've had, and paired with this salad, it was phenomenal.
Okay.
So this is the split in half seafood tostada. And it's huge. Like, I couldn't eat it if it was a whole one. But it looks amazing. Got some fish there, lots of their fresh veggies grown right from their garden, and this crispy tostada shell. All right, here we go to O'Brien Estate Vineyards, one of our very favorites. beautiful vines. Here we are. Cheers at O'Brien. Got to have your O facing forward,
There we
honey.
have it.
I know. This is our favorite winery. We've been members here, I think, over 14 years.
Yeah.
So we're happy to bring you all on this journey to see this beautiful place. It's quite magical, actually.
So this is our 2022 Chardonnay. This is a small production. We made about 630 cases of this. You'll notice it's made almost in a traditional style to where you'll get that crisp tree fruit up front, crisp green apple, pear, and almost that brioche texture on the finish.
Beautiful.
Might have 175 barrels of red wine in here. Each barrel contains 25 cases, 300 bottles. So we make about 5,000 cases of wine a year. And these are all handmade in France, just like we saw up there. And the reason you put wine in barrels, two reasons. One is the wood itself, the charred wood, adds flavor to the wine. It's like the spice palette for food, salt and pepper. And the second thing is it allows the wine to breathe very slowly through the barrels. So a little bit of wine is transpired out of the barrel. We call that the angel share, about 5% a year. And then oxygen is slowly transpired in. And wine likes oxygen slowly over time. And that's why you age wine in bottles with corks, because the cork stores a little bit amount of air, oxygen, and slowly will age the wine over time, which is one of the reasons that a 1.5 liter Magnum ages at half the speed of a 750, or a 3 liter ages at 1/4 the speed, because the oxygen to wine ratio.
With roasted vegetables and some wonderful prosciutto. Barb suggested it, and it is, oh my goodness, already started it. It's really, really good. And get all of us at dinner at the Restoration Hardware. Okay, time to wrap up this trip.
Man, what a trip.
It has been amazing. And I think that 1 week was perfect for us. Because I feel like that, so everybody's gonna do it differently. But for us, we kind of like to take our time and really revel and enjoy our experience and have some downtime. And so we found 3 wineries is about our max
A
a day, and we really prefer 2. So big tip, think about that when you're planning out your stay. It is important to plan your meals. You want restaurant reservations for the evening, and you definitely want to plan ahead and get your wineries booked. Our goals when we come to Napa is, 1, to relax and enjoy each other, which we accomplished. And our second thing that we try to do is go to our wineries that we're members of, because most of those you get a complimentary tasting, and we love their wine, so it's nice to go visit those. But we always try to find new wineries that we love.
Right.
And we accomplished that.
We did.
Yes. So our top 3 wineries that we always go to is, of course, O'Brien. We just love them. Brion, Be Wise, those that's a favorite as well. And of course, Fisher is one of those. Are probably our top 3 that we always go to. So did you find some good wines?
Oh, I did. There's so many good ones. But yeah, we found several. Porter Family was excellent. Would highly recommend going there. Robert Viali, they had some very good Zins, if you like Zinfandels. Hyde Vineyards was good. So relaxing and laid back up here. You don't have to get in a hurry for anything.
So it can be pricey coming here. Your tastings for good wine are going to be, what do you think, between 60 up to, I think the highest we paid was 150 per tasting.
Per tasting.
Yeah.
Depends on, they have different offers, but some you can, if you join the club, of course, they'll waive the tasting fee. If you buy, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 bottles, they waive the tasting fee. Some it may be 3, I'm not sure, it depends on the winery. If you like the wine and you can buy it and have some wine to take back to the room for the evening or to a restaurant.
That's
And
a
most
big tip.
restaurants around here allow you to bring your own bottle of wine in. They just charge a corkage fee, and it's usually around 30, 35 bucks.
25,
Some
25.
places are less.
Yeah, and that'll save you some money. And you know you're getting the wine that you
And
want.
yeah, you get a good wine.
So that's a big tip to go to wineries that you might join and try to look to save some money that way. Most of these wineries aren't making money on their tasting fees. They want the members. So they want you to become, a member of their club. And so that's their goal. So, and then some of them, like Hyde, I know that when we joined there, you joined that club this time. And they work with, and so does O'Brien. They work with other wineries, and if you're a member of their club, then they can refer you to a few of their select others, and you get a complimentary tasting or a discounted tasting at those wineries. So there's another big tip. O'Brien and Hyde both have that program, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is some good money-saving tips for you guys to help you have the most out of your stay and help you plan. I hope you enjoy our journey that we're going to share with you, and I hope you get some good tips and find some good wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Till next time.